TV shows, commercials, music videos, and building a theme park. Our studio is located in its own incorporated city called Universal City. We have our own fire station, which you can see there on the right, Fire Station 51. We have our own sheriff's department. We have our own medical offices, our own zip code. So again, the theme park and the studio are both located in their own incorporated city called Universal City. We are now making our way to the first section of the studio, known as the front lot. This is where most of our filming takes place, because this is where most of our sound stages are located. These buildings were made specifically for filmmaking. They are fully controllable environments where we can control any sort of lighting effect, weather effects, and sound. The first soundstage is on our left, that is Soundstage 12, one of the largest and oldest in the studio. You can see the logo for the TV show The Voice kind of wrapping around the corner there. The Voice used to film it there. They filmed it there for over 10 years. But we built some new sound stages in the studio, and they moved to some of the new sound stages for their newest season, season 21. Soundstage 12, being one of the oldest and largest in the studio, has a rich history of filmmaking. All of the scenes I'm going to show you on your screens right now were filmed inside of that building. Take a look. You can see it's large enough in there that we can build sets that appear to be outside, like this one from Couples Retreat, inside of the building. You can also see what it looks like when it doesn't have a set inside of it. But if you're looking on the left, a few of our sound stages have their doors open, and you can see what a full sound stage looks like. The ones we're driving by right now, sound stages 16 and 17, are being used by the TV show Saved by the Bell. They're filming the second season of that reboot right now. A lot of the original cast returned to join the reboot cast. They also have a lot of new cast members to play the younger students in the show, including Josie Toda. Aside from filming there in 16 and 17, they also use 21 that's coming up as returning here. 21 is actually the base camp for the show. What that means is that a lot of the production takes place there. They usually park all the trailers for the stars here on the left, and a lot of the production vehicles get parked around this area as well. If you were to go inside of these three sound stages right now, you would find yourself in the middle of Bayside High, a high school where all the characters go in this show. But if you had gone into the same sound stages about a year ago, you would have found yourself in the middle of a giant retail store called Cloud9, because the same three sound stages were used for the TV show Superstore, starring America Ferrera and Ben Feldman.
I know it's hot in here, but let's have some patience for one another.
Yeah, you know, the heat makes us all act.
If your face stays where it is, it's gonna be
And you can see that on your screen. It looks like a real store, but it was just a set built inside of our sound stages. We can make the inside of our sound stages look like anything we need them to be. A giant retail store, a high school, or even the mayor's office. Right now here at sound stages 42 and 44 that are coming up on the right, they're filming the TV show Mr. Mayor with Ted Danson, Holly Hunter, and Bobby Moynihan. In that show, Ted Danson plays the mayor of LA. So if you were to go inside of those sound stages, you would find yourself in what looks exactly like City Hall in downtown LA. Ted Danson didn't have to go too far from his previous filming location, because the last show he was in was called The Good Place, and it also used to film here in sound stages 43 and 44. That show had Ted Danson, Kristen Bell, Manny Jacinto, William Jackson Cooper, Jamila Jamil, and Darcy Carden, and all 4 seasons filmed here in the studio. These 2 sound stages, the last ones here on the right, were also recently used for the final season of the TV show Good Girls with Christina Hendricks, Retta, and Mae Whitman. Now, on the left-hand side here, you'll see Ted, the teddy bear from the movie Ted. Back in the golden era of film, all these buildings behind him are what used to be permanent dressing rooms for the stars. Stars like Doris Day, Rock Hudson, Jimmy Stewart, and Lucille Ball, who had long-term contracts with our studio. Nowadays, we use trailers like all these parked on the right-hand side behind Soundstage 44, and trailers are a lot more convenient because we can drive them around and place them anywhere in the studio closer to where we're filming. So the permanent dressing rooms have been turned into production offices instead for some of our big producers, directors, writers, and casting agents. For example, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson has his offices right here. He is currently producing the TV show Young Rock, loosely based in his childhood. Michael Schur has his offices here as well. He's created some of my favorite TV shows like The Good Place, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Parks and Rec, and The Office. Mark Platt has his offices here as well. He's produced musicals like Wicked on Broadway, the movie La La Land, and the upcoming Dear Evan Hansen movie starring his son Ben Platt. Elizabeth Banks' company, Brownstone Entertainment, is also housed here. They produced all the Pitch Perfect movies and the Charlie's Angels reboot. And building 5195 here on the left used to be Alfred Hitchcock's office, so you can see his logo still painted on the wall next to the door. That is currently the De Laurentiis company, responsible for bringing you the legend of Dr. Hannibal Lecter to your screens with movies like Red Dragon, Hannibal Rising, and the TV show Hannibal. On the left-hand side here, you'll also see sound stages 22 and 23. These are some of the newest in the studio. You can see they're built a little different. They have an office building attached to them. These two are currently being used by the TV show Kenan, starring Kenan Thompson and Chris Redd. They're currently filming the second season of that show. It airs on NBC. And you might know both Chris Redd and Kenan Thompson from Saturday Night Live. You might also remember Kenan from Kenan and Kel, Good Burger, and all that. With this, we are about to enter our backlot. Here in the backlot, we like to say the world is just around the corner. Out here, we filmed the big stuff, exterior scenes on a very large scale. The first area on the left is known as the Metropolitan Set, and you can see it kind of looks like a big city in there. They are currently filming both Kenan and Mr. Mayor in that area. This area has been really busy in the past few weeks. Billie Eilish was just here filming a concert for Amazon Prime. The TV show Hunters was also filming here. The TV show Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Good Girls, some of our highly confidential new TV shows. A new TV show called Bust Down, they were all using these sets. So in the past, the same sets have been used for movies like Back to the Future, Bruce O'Reilly, Captain America, The First Avenger, TV shows like Parenthood, How I Met Your Mother, Carter, American Ninja Warrior, Call of Duty Project, and countless more. So a lot of incredible directors have worked here, like Ron Howard, Steven Spielberg, Alfred Hitchcock, and Peter Jackson.
That made me want to direct movies. I saw that movie on TV when I was I like films that just take you away from your real life. The super adventure. Colin Ridgman does that. I mean, you're on board the ship, you're sailing to Lost Island, you're encountering monsters and creatures from, prehistoric times. The Universal Tram is winding its way through a very rough, narrow trail in Skull Island, allowing the visitors a little sneak peek at some of the wildlife at Skull Island. In a sense, this is like a mini sequel, a mini continuation. We are just taking the Kong and Skull Island and the dinosaurs that we established in our feature film. And this is, another day, another incident on Skull Island, using the creatures and the character and personality of Kong as he appeared in the movie.
We are now approaching Skull Island. As we make our way in, I'd like to remind you to please remain seated at all times, keeping heads, arms, and legs inside the vehicle. If you are planning on taking any pictures or video here, please turn off the flash on your cameras. We do not want to scare any of the potentially dangerous creatures that live here. And now, welcome to Skull Island.
Glasses on, everybody. We're back to Skull Island.